Hey everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. It's been raining all day, so I haven't had the camera. I had some ticks on me. I have been out, but I had a tick on me already. I had to pull it out of my leg. They're terrible, absolutely horrible. And I watch where I walk. I try not to, you can see the ticks on the grass, so I try to watch every step I take, literally. When I walk, I'm looking at the ground. So I don't know where I got it. I picked it up somewhere. You got to keep your grass short and make sure you don't, you pay attention to everything you touch, everywhere you go. And it's raining, so I'm surprised that there will be ticks today. Usually they get knocked off the grass like that. So I've been out here working. We've seen quite a bit of considerable settling here in the big grow bed that I just filled. I've put stakes in to prevent pushing out, and I finished filling this grow bed with soil and with some of our own compost. Put a stake in there. That obviously won't get bulged out at all because of the grow bed pushing on it, and when I get that one finished. But again, it's been raining a lot all day, so I've been coming out when it's misting more like it is like now. I feel it hitting me. So I put stakes in the middle of every pallet, dead center in the pallet where the strength of the pallet is the most, where it's the strongest. I put the stakes in to help resist pushing out on every pallet. So they all have some strength. Now those are, what were those? 3-foot or 4-foot stakes driven halfway in the ground. So their strength is in the ground. So that should be fine. So no more worries there. This is holding steady at about a 1/2 inch away from where I wanted it, which is where it's going to stay. There will be no more motion out this way in this direction, so that's all good. Well, I wish I knew where I picked up that tick, though. I don't want to get any more on me. They could hide around in here, and I might have brushed against something. The plants have perked up pretty nicely. Even that lettuce that was really limp and ugly stood right up. So everything's looking good in here because we've had all day rain, which is perfect after planting like that. So I'm going to get this bed planted. And if I have enough energy, I'll get that one done again. But it worries me with the ticks because it's tall grass where I was working. It's most likely where I got it, right over there, where I'm digging. I probably brushed up against something there. It's a bigger hole than it looks like, so you can walk right in with pretty much without brushing on stuff. I used the last of the tree bark that was in that pile. That was my composting tree bark pile. So that is all up inside here and on the bottom of this. That's the end of that pile, but I've got more, so I'll be able to finish this bed. I feel the rain starting to pick up on me again. It's like a mist. I can just feel it. I don't see it so much as I can feel it. But anyway, I wanted to show you what's been going on. I'm going to get this planted, but most likely without the camera. So guys, I'm coming at the greenhouse from a different direction. I've been out in the electronics lab running some experiments for off-grid solar-powered living. Thought I saw a tick, but it's not. See that? Whoops, that was a spider. Well, anyway, ticks sit at the top of the grass waiting for you. So anyway, stay tuned and keep an eye on the electronics channel because that's where I'm doing the videos and experiments when I get it uploaded on solar-powered off-grid living. So I got our beans in. These are the beans that we bought on discount the other day. In the back, I put some mystery plants. No idea. They didn't know what they were. So I put them in here. And that's weird. There's an odd white. I hope there's no powdery mildew on them. Oh, it's just the way the hairs look in the light. Okay. No idea what they are. And they didn't know either because the labels were missing and they were the last in the batch. So I think she said they thought it might have been pumpkins, but I can't remember. Doesn't matter. They were cheap, really, really cheap. So those are going to grow up and around. I'll train them to grow up high. And then the beans in the middle. And then I got some peppers up front. Alright. And I'm probably going to put some carrots and root vegetables here in the rest of the grow bed. And then I'm going to build the next grow bed, and we can continue on with some peas and beans and stuff. I could put peas in here as well. Might as well keep the same thing going, right? And then that's it for today, though, for the planting. Same here. You can see it settling even more, I think, since the last time I was out here. The more it rains, the more it settles, so I'll have to refill that and bring it to the top. I see something's trying to survive from the soil I pulled out. Gotta make sure that no plants are living in it. Not good to plant weeds in my beds, in my grow beds. So the rain is definitely beneficial though for this. And I also put in here, I think I might remove it. I put somewhere in here, oh here, I put a squash, although after planting it I got thinking, boy, if that's a summer squash it's just going to bush, which is not optimal. I want vine type plants in here to grow, and we're going to train them to run along the edges and up along trellises, which we're going to have in here. So I've got another one over here, a squash type thing, and then I put some cucumbers down over here, but I don't know how well they're going to do because a bug got to them already since we got them home. One broke off, sadly. I don't know if it'll recover. It's crying and seeping at the wound. Another one has a bug got to it, and that's the only cucumber we have. I just don't know if it has any hope. But I wanted the cucumbers with the peppers. I was going to let them grow up the trellises and along the edges here. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I think that's it. Unless something changes, I'll let you know. But I'm working inside the electronic shop. Got some huge expansion coming for the solar power, our off-grid solar powered homestead, and that'll be all shared as it develops. In here in the little greenhouse, this side is dead. Anything that wasn't covered in snow is dead, wiped, absolutely wiped. My apple mint is gone, no trace of it. My sage that wasn't covered, gone, wiped. This was under snow, growing beautifully. I think that's chocolate mint, yeah, struggling. You can see half of that herb where it was covered in snow is great, and the other half is wiped. That one, same issue, just wiped. Up here in the front, just wiped. It's starting to struggle back to life. There's some little bits of green coming in, so there's hope. Up in the front, there's a bit of herbs. Where am I? Here, they grew. They were under snow. Same with the next bed over. They were under snow. In front of it, wiped. Now, there is a little bit of tiny life, so the roots did survive, but it really set them back a long time. The next bed over, just wiped. There's nothing left here. And that was another one of the mint family. Oh, there's a tiny bit of life. It's really late this year. See that? It's really late. We're going into July here soon, and my plants are still only now starting to come back. Just now. Grapes, some of them are starting to struggle to life. Two of them are doing okay. One I thought was deader than dead. Melanie, put the shovel in here. Is starting to show a shoot, a little bit of life coming to it. I'm happy, it's coming back. Catnip is coming back, but nothing else so far, nothing else. It's all just wiped. So the grapevine here, I don't know if it's going to come back or not. The grapevine over there, I don't know. One strawberry survived, the others are dead. So it was a brutal year. I guess time will tell if these things come out of it or not now. Our potatoes are growing, although something weird happened on... I wonder if we have a bug. That's... Never seen such a thing. Look at the potato curled up. What? What does that? I don't see anything. The others are all good. Our potatoes that Melanie put in are growing. Oh, here, look at this one. I'm going to have to look and see if there's bugs on this. Yeah, something's got to be eating them. There's something wrong here. Huh, look at that. I don't know. I don't see anything. Good, the rain is going to help because they're drying out. Anyway, we're trying to keep things alive this year. The chamomile grows back on its own every year, so that's nice. So, oh, here we have a beautiful bed of grass. This pot, I don't know why that is, but anyway, it's raining again, so I've got to grab some stuff I had outside and get back to work. This is some beans I think Melanie planted. I'm going to ask her what they were. I'll probably put them in that one grow bed. So this is all that's left to be planted, just a few things. So actually the kale is going to go out in the garden with the cabbage beds, which I've planted, the row of cabbage plants. Did I show that? I don't remember if I showed it or not. But the herbs are going in the herb garden, and I've just got a few vine plants left, and that's it. And then the marigolds are going by my fruit trees, hopefully to prevent deer. So we had a soaker of a rainstorm, which is good, which further reduced the level of my raised bed, I believe, a little bit, and really did a good job for these guys. Very good, very valuable. So everything's looking good in here. Now, I don't remember if I showed this, but I planted some cabbage plants. And it started to rain on me, so I did not get the camera out. But I'm putting a row of, I'm weeding as I go, hand weeding. I'm putting a row of cabbage family of plants here, and I'll just continue right on out along this row. This row wasn't so bad, as you can see. Our mulch held well. Melanie's growing stuff. She said she wanted to leave the corn as a protector for the moisture in the ground, and she's got some kind of a bean growing here. So she's doing that here herself, and they're coming through, so she did all that. I guess all along this row, she left the corn in place intentionally to retain moisture. That was right. And I'm going to be putting mulch along here. I've got the cabbage row will go all the way to the back when I'm done. And then I've got to protect it from deer and rabbits. So I'll be running the electric fence down low around the garden area to protect that. Alright guys, well that's it. Day is done. Getting dark out, and it's been raining pretty heavy. So, oh, I gotta dump my wheelbarrow, see? Filled it up pretty good while I was out, or while I was in. It hits suddenly, and I had to run in. Alright guys, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Working on our gardens. This is going to be quite beautiful, I think, when it's done. Once they start bushing out. I think it's going to be very nice. Well, please like, subscribe, and share, and follow our daily videos as we strive to become fully self-sufficient and off the grid on a budget. Please hit that bell icon if you want to get notifications of uploads. Good night.